Alright, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that you need to know before you start watching my videos is the purpose of this channel is for education and entertainment. Mostly education with some entertainment, and mostly for my students really. It's an opportunity for me to showcase my algorithm and for my students to see it working and me to be able to talk about the trades and why I'm taking the trades and things like that. This is not a channel where I'll be showing you that I'm making millions of dollars. So family rules, you won't be seeing that. Some traders out there want to put their stuff out. I don't even know why they do that. Like on social media in a public sphere, hey, look at me, I made 20,000 today, 50,000 today, you know, all that stuff. That will not happen on this channel. The most you'll see me making here is anywhere from 50 bucks to $1,000 in a day would be the most once we get to that level of scaling. And then I'll reset and we'll be looking at 50 bucks and we'll be scaling back to, you know, 1,000 a day or so. And we'll just keep resetting that scaling. But family rules will not be showing you on this my social media that I'm making tons of money. Second thing is I'm trading with Thinkorswim. That's my platform that you see here on the screen. So you got my two windows on futures trading. Same thing, it'll be Thinkorswim. So you'll see that I trade futures and the equities market with these videos. I trade based off of my algorithm, the simple switch algorithm, and it's got different settings. Same algo, but different settings for futures market, for equities market, and different types of trading. It's got different settings for it. So I'll be trading off that. Links below if you're interested in learning more about the algo. All the education over there is free, as well as the trading log that you'll see. You can get the link below, which will give you that log, so you can go over there and explore all that stuff. So when you're looking at my screen, okay, now when you're looking at my screen, you'll see these the chart markups, and you'll see yellow. Wherever I put yellow is an entry. So when it's yellow like this, it's the algo ideal entry. And then you may see a yellow like this, and that is where I actually got in, and it'll be touching the candle that I got in on. And then the location. Red are my stops, green are my targets. And then if you want to learn how the algo works so you can better understand what I'm doing when I'm doing my trades, over at the link below, you can go over there and learn all about the algo. It's completely free for that whole education. It's free to learn about my trading plan, my strategy, everything that I teach about trading is free over there. Only thing that costs money is if you decided to buy the algo, then that would cost money. But you can apply a lot of the stuff that I teach over there, including my strategy and trading plan, to your own strategies and help maybe improve your game. So all that is definitely free. I don't charge for any of that education, only the algo if that's something you decided to add to your list. So then sometimes you'll see on here me doing experiments, which I'm going to try to do another one later on this year when I get a little more time. But I love to do trading experiments. We blow up accounts, but we do it in the purpose of education, showing you that certain trading techniques or strategies sometimes just don't work. And we play with some different concepts and blow up accounts, real accounts, small accounts, but still real accounts. And you'll also see some small accounts as well when we do offshore brokers and things like that. So, and then of course educational videos I'll be putting out as well. So there's a lot of different content here. So if you can give me the like, hit the like button, that would help me a lot with YouTube. And if you subscribe and hit that bell icon, you can be notified whenever I upload new content. And the last thing, but probably the most important thing, is trading is very risky. Do not place a trade based on what you see here or whatever I say. I'm not telling you what to do. If it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, it's me just thinking out loud. And you know, most traders will lose all of their money. I am strictly speculating. I do not have a crystal ball. So, you know, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. So please do not take financial advice from me. This is strictly to talk about how I trade, to teach about how I do things, and for your entertainment. All right, so now the legal stuff is out of the way. Let's get into today's trades. Alright, so here we are with QCOM, so jumping in. So we had that tower candle. I told you I wasn't going to short this thing because of the tower candle, and the MES was on its on a ride up, and this like to follow that. So, and plus all the winners, I didn't feel like a short was a high probability trade, so I just avoided it. I'd rather just not take it, even though I know I could use it to pay for losers, but it's had so many winners, it's unbelievable that I didn't see that happening. So yeah, didn't trade it, and sure enough, it would have been a stop out. Here's the speed bump portion of that play. So we just jumped in on the speed bump side, kind of a little bit light on the share size, but jumped in on the speed bump. The risk is we did have this huge gap up here, and then some consolidation in here, and then we had this big tower candle to open, indicated by the algo having the box inside of it. Let's zoom in a little so we can see that better. And by the algo having the box inside of it. So, and then we didn't break that candle, and we really didn't break it on a close below. So we could be in a consolidation pattern here. So I just jumped in long in a potential consolidation pattern. So we'll see if this bites me, or if this ends up coming up and hitting this target. So this is our target right here. So we'll see. Once we get down below here, we retest down here. I may add to my position a little bit, and then I'll speed bump it again. So yeah, see, we're looking for a consolidation in here right now. So once this candle closes, if it'll close down inside of here, I'll go ahead and add to my position, and then I'll set up a speed bump on the break of this. A little bit on the advanced side of trading the algo, but I want you to understand what I'm thinking, why I'm making my trades. And that's one thing too, is like when you're trading the same ticker over and over again, it's a little bit easier to build a relationship with it and kind of understand its movements, so you can make better decisions when you're trading. Okay, we're pretty close down there. I'm going to go ahead and add to my position on this one. So my second fill was somewhere around here. Oops, let's go back over here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put my speed bump in for 150. Alright, so as I teach over at the site link below, low of day, high of day are usually pretty strong resistance and support. So I just wanted to give it that for now. We'll see what happens here though. Okay, here we go with QCOM on the move. So right now I could take off the 75 that I just put in, and then that would basically make this a green trade automatically, but we're going to go ahead and let it run. We'll see if it gets above pre-market high. Actually, maybe I will. Maybe I will do that. Let's trade smart. All right, so 75. So we're going to hit this first target here, and 5. Enter. Get rid of this. And 52. So I'm going to go ahead and put that order in just below 52. And I'm going to put my other 75 actually just below it, since we're through our target. So now this is a solid trade for QCOM. So we'll trail up here a little bit, hopefully lock in close to 100. All right, and then I think that once we can put this everything at 139.60, I'll let it ride. But I'm gonna try to get up there 139.60 and lock in 100 here. Okay, so there we go. All right, nice. We'll count for any spread that happens. All right, cool. So we're just gonna let that ride. We'll either get stopped out for our profit, or we'll get some bonus money. Okay, we're out. So 100 bucks on QCOM. So a good way to start the day. So one trade down. We'll go ahead and put that on the log and wait for the next one. Okay, so here we are with CVS right here. So I'm gonna try to pull this other chart up for you real quick. Got 5 seconds. Won't be able to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this long, even though it's against what I normally do, and I'll tell you why in a second. All right, cool. So we're in CVS long, and the reason is on my scalper algorithm, it's telling me I should jump into this long for a short scalp. So we went and jumped into it long. So we're gonna check that out over here in the scalping chart. Can mark it up here. Oh, wrong way. So we're just looking for a quick scalp on this, and then I'll show you the scalping algorithm here in a second. All right, so here's the scalping algorithm. So I pulled that chart up so you can see it. So right here we had our switch with the scalper indicating a tower candle, and when we have a switch with the scalper setting with the tower candle, I go ahead and I take that trade for a retracement. This is a different setting, a very different setup than my normal day trading strategy or my futures market. So these tower candles trigger based on a different deal. Although right now it's also coinciding with the algorithm for the day trading strategy that you saw on the other chart. A lot of times it doesn't. So yeah, scalper is completely different. Just so you're aware, if any of my students are like, oh, I'm going to start doing that with my day trading algo, make sure you back test and make sure you sim for a very long time because, yeah, I don't think it works consistent enough. That's why I have a specific algorithm for scalping. So, yeah, so there we go. So now we're looking for a 50% retracement of this candle. So I want to put this back to 200. All right, cool. So we got it. And then I don't have my dashboard. I'm a little slow because I don't have this chart set up over here. 57, 55. We're long, so I needed to put my stop in. So I'm a little late. I'm just going to have to take it. It is what it is. Oh, I don't have that too. Got to close this. Cancel 2 orders. I'm a mess. 48. No, now I'm giving away profit. I don't have a choice. I already hit my target. If it backs up, then I have to get out and just accept it. All right, 50. Come back up to 57. Please. All right, we're going to have to get out for less than what we were going to get. Maybe. A lot of times it'll retrace all, so hopefully that's what's about to happen. No. It's not what it's about to happen. All right, so we're out. So I got my full retracement, but now what I can go ahead and do is, or not full retracement, I got my deal. So now we're in short, and the reason is because the normal day trading strategy, we are on a switchback right here. So we're jumped in on the switchback now. So took my scalp, got in at a discount. Let's see, where did we get in at? 74.42. A little discount. Not a great discount. If I could have jumped out up here and then switched my trade, it would have been way better. But all good. At least we got a little discount on it. So that's what we're in right now. All right, so our algo is inside this candle right here. I'm going to go to the top of it for my stop, 74.76, and we'll speed bump it. Even though we might again be in consolidation, we'll give it a go. 74.76. For my purchase back. Okay, now let's mark this up. All right, so we're all marked up. Made a tiny little bit of money there. That'll help us out with our short here. So if it goes the wrong direction, that'll reduce our loss a little bit. Oh, it's too bad I didn't get my full trade out of it. But at least you got to see the scalper in action and how it definitely helped me out with this day trade. So definitely, if you have both algos, it can help quite a bit and increase profitability quite a bit when you run them side by side. Okay, could be getting stopped out here on CVS and reversing our trade, speed bumping it. Market's ripping higher right now. Everything's starting to rip higher, so we'll see if CVS is going to follow everybody else. Okay, so we reversed our trade in CVS, so now we're on the long with 200 shares right here. So, yep, cool, everything good. So now let's go put our stop in. We'll go back to break in this. That's so far away. I'll just put it here where it should be. 74.37 for now, and we'll assess as we go. 74.37. 200. 74.37. And then I'm out of this trade because it could be in consolidation if this gets stopped out. So, okay, so CVS is about to hit this first target, which will almost make us green on the day. Nice, get right through there, CVS. So as much as I'd like to wait for profit, I'm going to have to go ahead and put my stop in around 75 even. So we're 75 even right now. Once we hit our targets, it doesn't always keep going. So I need to protect that. If I take a $10 loss, I take a $10 loss. So I'm going to give it a second here, though. We have about 10 seconds for this candle to close. So usually I'll throw a tail, and then I'm going to put my stop in, and then we'll see where the next candle goes. All right, so there we are. So we've got close above. So I'm going to go ahead and put my stop in. Cancel this order here. All right, cool. So we got our stopped out. So it took a $3 loss on CVS. All good. So that's where that speed bump comes into play and works out really nice. So I end up not with a full loss. And also that scalper helped me out quite a bit there too. So that brings a question to you in your trading. Like, if you put your stop in someplace because you know you're wrong, how come you don't just reverse your trade? So just a question. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. Just a question for you. Put a comment down below. I'm curious to see how that works out, how that would work out in your trading with your trading strategy. If you're putting your stop in because you know you're wrong, why don't you just reverse your trade? So that's the question. So that's what I do a lot of times. Sometimes I don't do it because there's technical things there where the algorithm is telling me that it's not a good idea, like in tower candles sometimes, or high of day, low of day. Some different situations that show me consolidation. So if I reverse my trade, I might get trapped in consolidation. So I don't do it. But for the most part, I reverse my trades. I call it a speed bump. So yeah, just curious what your thoughts are. All right, we'll see if anything else shows up, and then we'll bring it to you. Okay, so here we are with APPS getting ready to trade here. We got a switch, so 81.98 and 80.74. So about $1 and change. So just gonna go with 100 shares, at least to start, and then I'll go ahead and put that in my calendar, or not calendar, calculator. 80. Okay, so I come over to the calculator. I can put in $1.24 is what my risk would be, and to be within my $100 range, I'm looking for 80 shares. So we'll go ahead and put 80 shares in the box. 80. Enter. And then as soon as this candle closes here in 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and short. All right, so we're short APPS, and then we'll go ahead and mark it up. Okay, the calculator I just showed you is part of my day trading, not day trading, but part of my trade log. So if you're interested in that, getting those custom calculators or trade logs, you have a link below. You can go check it out. Okay, so here with APPS hit the target, just a little late to the party, so I didn't get my stop in, but we'll see what happens. I'll at least move it to, what do we got here? I don't have a stop in. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and put our stop in now. Oh, nice. Let's see. 79.50 is where we needed to be. Buy. Come on, do it again. I'm looking at the spread right here, so we don't really, you know, could just flatten my trade right here and get at 87, but I want to give it a chance to do that again and see if we can make some profit here, or more profit, I should say. Get 100 would be nice. A solid 100 would be great. All right, at least we're going to put 80.73 just in case something weird happens. We'll at least have our stop in somewhat break even. All right, let's give this thing a chance to do that again. Do that again. I dare you. One more time. So one thing I made a mistake on today, it's kind of a big mistake too actually, is APPS was a super premium trade today. We just had a loser on it, and this was a super premium. So I could have doubled up my share size today and really made some nice profit on this. So a big mistake. It typically doesn't have more than one loser in a row. So yeah, missed out on a huge opportunity there. But is what it is. All right, come on, down below 50. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. I'm just going to cancel this and then come over and click on here once we get there. Okay, so we got about 20 seconds left. I'm going to leave this stop here for a little bit longer. If this closes green, I'll put my stop just above this candle here. If this closes red, I'm just going to flatten my trade and get out and not be greedy. So we got 10 seconds left roughly. So what do I want to stop here? 80.01. 80.01. Okay, so I put my stop just above that. So we had 6 green candles, or 6 red candles. Got to have a green one sooner or later. So if this doesn't continue downward, I'll just get out. It'll be less than target profit. Target profit's $100. But, you know, is what it is. I missed my opportunity to get out here, and I didn't take advantage of the super premium. So screwed up twice there. But either way, it'll be a green trade, so that's good. The other downside is if this does give me the full 100, that will let me scale up starting tomorrow. So that would be pretty awesome. But if it doesn't, then I'll be, you know, just waiting another day to scale up. Can't wait to scale up to the next bracket. So I'll show you that at the end of this when we get into our recap. All right, come on, let's go APPS back down. Give me more than 100. I want to scale up tomorrow. Let's do it. All right, so here we go. Back down through, get below 50 here, and we can move our stop down to that area. Got this spread. It's pretty huge. Ideally, put our stop in at 30. So when it backs up with the spread, it'll still be good to go. But at least get below 50 and I'll put it in. Or I could just flatten this when I get over 100, see what I get. Maybe I get my full 100, maybe I don't. And yeah, that would be close to scaling up. I think this could be my last trade today as well. We're 11:30. The only other thing on the board I have is NUG, and it's nowhere near setting up. So yeah. Go APPS, go. 50, come on. Get below 50. Man, a fast spike down would be great. Okay, we're below 50. Let's see if it holds. Hold. All right, good deal. So I got my stop in for 80. So it looks like we locked in a solid 100. And then we'll give this chance to continue to break down and make some more money. Let's see what happens. Nope, we're going to get stopped out. I just jumped over my stop. Why are we not out? All right, this is what we're going to do now. I'm just going to go up here and hit flatten because we're supposed to be out. I don't like what's happening right now. So, all right, so we're out 115. Sweet. So that means we can scale up tomorrow. So we're going to shut it down for the day. Let's review all the tickers that I trade and didn't trade today, which is NUG. I'll show you. And then look at the log and talk about scaling up. And thank you, APPS. All right, so here we are with CVS. We had this trade, and I did not. All right, okay, so here we are with CVS. We had this trade, so we got our little switch here. And this CVS we trade on the switchback and also the normal day trading strategy only to the short side. I don't trade it to the long side. But switchback, we had a straight loser, right? Instant loser. Get in and right away the wrong direction. Speed bumped that thing and recovered. End up with a $3 loss because on the other chart with our scalping algo, we were able to take a little scalp. Unfortunately, I was trying to talk about it and trying to show you all, and I wasn't able to capitalize on the full move of that scalp. But is what it is. But that scalp, we went long basically here. At 50%, we were going to get out, or I could ride it to the full trade, which actually looked pretty good to do a full retracement. I should have did that, but just got fumbled trying to get everything going. So anyway, is what it is. And then we switched over to the simple switch, the regular, not regular, but the switchback strategy part, and had to speed bump it to recover our loss. So CVS, now you can see what it did basically after we exited that trade. NUG, I just told you, no trade on NUG. So right here we got some switches, but we got no permission to take the trade. So nothing with NUG. And then QCOM right here. So I didn't take that trade right here, right? Normally we trade the switch and then speed bump to green, but we've had so many winners, it's been ridiculous. So I decided, between that, the market, the ES on its way up big time, and this being a tower candle, not a good trade. So I didn't jump in. I waited, and then it came back up. So I speed bumped this and took a nice little green on it, little green. So and then APPS we just looked at. Look at this thing still going down now. Of course it is. Look at that. So anyway, man. So APP, you're always going to leave money on the table. You're going to give money back. Always. It's one of the pick one traders. Do you want to leave money on the table or do you want to give it back? So that's how trading is. So 2020, you never really know until after the fact. So good to go though. We got more than what we bargained for, right? We wanted to get 100. We got 115. And that's because we're risking 100. So roughly. So we're good to go there. The only big mistake I really made here was it was a super premium trade and I didn't take advantage of it. This should have been a $200+ winner. So screwed that up, but is what it is. All right, everybody, let's go look at the log and check out how we're going to scale up tomorrow. Okay, so here we are with the day trade log. So here's our trades today: QCOM, CVS, APPS, all that good stuff. I put my notes in here what I was doing. Switch back. Simple switch was a loser, so I can keep track of that. I'm going to put that in the back test blocks as well, where I'm tracking everything as well as my strategy tracker area. So scalp, put all of my little notes. So today we're going to get $216, so not a bad day. That's pretty good payday. I mean, you work from 9:30 to 11:45 and make $200. Pretty good. And that's on a small setup. That's like we're still in the conservative zone, right? Scaling ladder. We're still in the first range. We're not even in the big range. But look at that green bar that automatically. So this automatically fills in For those of you who haven't seen my videos before, I've talked about this. This is my scaling ladder. It tells me when I can scale up based on parameters I put in. It automatically fills in. So tomorrow we'll be going to the $150 risk reward. So let's go over to calculator so we don't forget to do this. And let's put in 150. So now it's going to tell me when I put in my risk, it's going to tell me right here how many shares I can buy and be in the $150 range over there. I could set it up by percentage as well if I wanted to and all that other stuff. But yeah, so we're doing it by here. So this, if I use it, my buying power is not correct right now. But if I correct that, then using this will tell me the max shares, like APPS. If it was 65 bucks, the most shares I can buy with this buying power is 1,323 shares. But right now I'm just focused on this. I'm not too worried about this because I know my account can totally handle, you know, and far exceed. Like, look, we just bought, you know, 100 shares or so of APPS. APPS is $79 right now. So let's go 79. You know, I'm trading in the 100 share range. So we're way far away. So I'm not using this just yet. But once the account scales up enough, or if I end up having to buy like 4 at a time, then I might go ahead and adjust this to make sure I could double check. And the biggest reason is there's nothing worse than trying to buy into a stock that's moving fast and you don't have enough buying power, and then you have to adjust your share size and then try to get in and you already missed a move, right? So that's why it's important to know that information if you're going to be close to this. The dashboard. So there's March. March we closed out with $3,300. This is a good March. And then here we are in April so far, 261 bucks for basically 2 days of trading in April. So this week we can easily, you know, if we have 4 more days like this, we can put 1,000 in on this week. So more actually, because we're going to be scaling up tomorrow. I just hope that tomorrow's not a lose. I hate that. Like tomorrow's like a high stress trading day because we're scaling up. Let's go to the scaling ladder. We're scaling up. So right now, tomorrow, my first trade, I'm going to risk 150 bucks. So if I lose at 150, it's going to put me back in this bracket. And then I'll have to drop back down to 100. So I really want to get a winner or two in here so that if I lose, I can still stay in this bracket because, you know, winners will pay for losers. And then we can keep rolling. So we're not, 10 trades away from 500. How awesome would that be tomorrow? I get 4 winners. Boom, boom, boom. Maybe one of them is 2. And then the next day, I get the same thing. Very unrealistic. And then we're already in 500 by the end of the week. That would be amazing, but not realistic. So anyway, all right, traders, that's where we're at. Hope everybody had an awesome day, and we'll see you tomorrow.